Howdy folks, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Oriental Empire with Tank and me, Scryptar. How you doing, Tank?
Howdy ho, guys. I'm doing fine.
It's been a while. Another week.
Oh, yep. I was looking forward to it. Well, sort of.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I was looking forward to the recording, but
yeah,
the new patch might have led to some problems.
There is some issues, that's correct. Well, guys, as you can see in the top right in the theater display, we have some new icons and buttons and all that fancy stuff. And if I actually select an army, you see we have new buttons. We are on the new patch 1.3, actually on the beta patch right after that, 1.3.1. Torch, I think it is. Okay.
Yes, it is.
It's again one of those that has been named after an actual World War II operation, and if you can figure out what Torch is, put it in the comments below. We know what Torch is because we know all this stuff. We're the guys. So,
well, I have to confess, I'm not 100% sure. I have to look that up afterwards.
I might explain that later.
I have a very good idea what it is, but I'm not 100% sure. So
good. See, then it's better than
I'm
nothing.
not going to blame. What's the English word for it? German is blamieren. I'm not gonna
it's okay.
make a fool out of myself with naming it wrong, explaining it wrong.
That works for me, that's fine. Okay, one of the things that this patch unfortunately does, we were trying to stay on 1.2. You can do that in Steam. You can just say opt in for beta version and leave it at 1.2. That should work. Problem is, all the mods have been updated in the meantime, and they are all apparently 1.3 compatible and don't really work in 1.2 anymore, so that was useless. And 1.3 supposedly isn't safe game compatible to 1.2, so that's why we didn't want to do it at first. But then again, this is a modded game, a heavily modded game, so we were quite confident that something would work out in the end. And it so happens that we tried a couple of things, and I did a quick single-player test. As soon as we have a peace conference, this game is over. It crashes. You know, you remember when we started this with Turkestan, it is? Turkestan, yeah, Emirate of Turkestan. Yep. And now we tried to annex that, and we had the peace conference, the game crashed, and we tried it a couple of times, and it didn't really work out. But it seems now that whenever we have a peace conference, that's it. That's done. So what we are now doing is we're basically going to emulate the game up to a point where nothing will happen except for peace conferences, and then we're just going to keep it at that. So, if you look at the wars we are currently fighting, we have our war against Russia, and Russia is at 94% towards capitulation. If you look at where the troops are, we don't have any I don't have any front lines here anymore, because if I leave the front lines there, I'm going to take a couple of victory points here and all of these down here in that area right north of Turkey. And as soon as I do that, we have Russia, and that means peace conference, and that means game over. So I've taken all the troops from the western flank and basically put them on this very long stretch of front line on our home turf and told them to basically just stay put and don't do anything. Carefully execute battle plans. I'm not going to set them to activate. I do have a battle plan here, you know, just for fun, but that's basically it. We do have 1, 2, 3 invasions in our home territory. We have one down here in Ceylon, we have one down here in Singapore, and we actually do have one over here in Guangxuan. I think that's the best I can do for pronouncing that.
That was pretty good. I would probably named it differently, and that would have been wrong.
So, I'm taking care of that with the main army that was stationed here at the northern border. I'm pulling those down. And I will use those as well in the attack on Australia, which we have started in the last 2 episodes, I believe. We're already close to the continent here. One of the weird bugs that we now have is there is this airport, this Papua airport, and there's another one here, and that's also Papua. That's the same base. You see, I can click this one and it pops up, and if I click the other one, it closes it. So it's the same airport. That's weird. I've deployed 2,000 fighters and a couple strategic bombers down here. We're gonna nuke the crap out of Australia and make them capitulate, if everything goes well. We'll see if it does. First of all, we're gonna finish all of this. So I guess we can hit play, see what happens.
So what I did off camera was just I actually did change over those guys to become those were my horses, my cavalry troops for guarding India. Because of the uprisings, and I just turned them over to modern tanks. I'm gonna land on Ceylon and kick out the Australians again.
You see this
Hopefully.
mass retreat happening?
I could have a look at that, actually.
North of your empire. All my troops are
Oh,
retreating.
yeah. That looks nice. Also, my troops' Red Army was also over here at the Western Front, and just got a move order to move down to guard the Turkmenistan border with a carefully executing battle plan, which I probably won't execute. I don't know yet.
Yeah, my tanks are on their way. They were gonna guard the border. That's not a big deal. So we won't have any trouble with Russia. I mean, I've tried this like 5 or 6 times in single player to get some victory conference to work, so I know that there's basically nothing happening on that border. Those troops can do nothing against my tanks. So we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Quite good.
And my blue army is actually on the way to retake Singapore, which is the 24 division strong tank army. By the way, I did turn off all the mods which had the red exclamation mark of not working. That means I don't have the unit signs and everything, anything anymore installed. That's why I have a trident now for the tanks, and I don't know, it's like a little gear for the other tank army, which just landed in Ceylon.
Yeah, that thing. I left them on. It's working perfectly fine.
Okay. Now I thought I minimized the risk of crashing it to the maximum by turning off everything that had a red exclamation mark next to it. But my tanks have landed. They're still getting reinforced, though. They are at what kind of strengths are they? Like 32%. It's not that great, actually.
Yeah, well.
Probably should have waited for a little while before I sent them over here, but now, so I still have the harbor.
It's tanks. You should be fine.
Yeah, they can't penetrate them. They're level 5 Mark 4s, Mark 5s. Let me check. Mark 4s, but they're maximally upgraded. If I want to get another tank division here, Mark 4s, 5. Oh no, they're not maximum upgraded. The engine is crap.
Okay.
But the engine doesn't really matter.
No, not really.
So you guys execute it. And you guys probably should do that super aggressively. Yep. So that everybody starts to move. And now we can see our defense states. Our defense is going well. We don't have an offense yet because they're not really defending. They're just getting crushed. And yeah, equipment in combat, by attrition, detailed list. I love that new interface, man.
Russia's getting some points back, which is quite nice. 87% now instead of 94. Jet Strategic Bomber 1! Now you're screwed. Got that on. Oh, even more. Even more stuff. Nice. You could actually go to speed 4 if you like.
Yeah, we can do that, actually. Oh, your tanks are in Singapore before mine are. That's a bit unfortunate.
Well, it's all planned.
Yeah, but I was hoping my guys would do the trick.
No.
Never.
Impossible.
So my crappy little under-supplied tank divisions did take the island of Ceylon back.
Nothing more to research.
That means a couple of divisions got wiped here. I don't know how many made it out the harbor, but at least those which were in this province definitely got killed.
Actually have nothing more to research. That's bad.
I actually
the research is over.
I still have a lot to research, but yeah, that's all good.
18 days to invasion. Quite nice.
The production going. I'm nearly done with all the production. I'm just repairing stuff now.
Monarchist.
What I really think they still should add to the game is, who wants to send me some troops? Kingland of Scotland wants to send me 3 expeditionary forces. I don't need those. I really wish they would integrate into the game that you could choose your battle plans, like not just the AI if you have an active battle. You know, if you click on it and like the attack towards Singapore. You're doing like close quarters withdrawals at the moment in one battle, so that you could change that. You can actually click on it and you see what what phases there are. It would be nice if you could like manually choose them.
That's true, but you know that's just the battle order in the way it's calculated.
Yeah. Sometimes I think it would be very nice if you could do it.
Yeah. Oops, that was bad.
All of my troop in positions, they actually are. I give them the order to lightly attack Turkmenistan. The battle plan is to go carefully, and I have green attacks everywhere.
Of course, I just managed to get 10 troops cut off, because I'm an idiot.
My tanks are still nowhere close. Where the hell are you? Why the frick are you so slow?
Who knows?
Also choose a pretty interesting route through India, down to the Indian border and around the Portuguese territory. East Bengal. Was that always this big? I think it was.
What she said, I don't know.
Oh, did your troops got wiped? Ah, no. They are fighting their way back to get a connection there.
Mm-hmm. It's already happening.
Perfect. I mean, my tanks are, I don't know, maybe a month out?
I think mine just made it to the border there. Mm-hmm. Most of them. Yeah, that's good.
Some are still coming in, I see them.
Give them a hold order here so they can redeploy wherever they think they should. Yeah, that's good. They will hold that line. Nothing is going to happen over there. So, invasion plans. Yeah, I could start any day now. Basically.
You could
start give them some more time.
I'm gonna wait till we have a harbor, then I send my tanks in.
What's happening here? Total attrition supply status. Ooh.
Oh, you overrun the troops here. Quite hard.
Working on all those ports to get more supply in.
A lot of Sultanate of Brunei troops are in Singapore as well. Oh, look at that. My tank finally arrived at the borders.
That's one of the new buttons here. Outdated equipment in production. And it actually highlights it in your production queue, which is really nice. So we can now go Jet Fighter 2. I could create a variant. I'm not bothering with that. You, Jet Fighter 2. You too.
My fleet. Ooh, my fleet is looking horribly.
That's nice. There's some more buttons in here, but we will explain those when we actually do a vanilla sort of game, I guess.
I guess we will do that after this one.
Troops are landing.
Fleet 1.
Our troops landing.
Fleet 1. I think it's
Can you not reach that?
No, Fleet 1.
Ken, why are you not reaching that then? Come over here.
So my tank support wasn't really needed down here, but I gave it to you anyway, and yeah. Cleaning up Singapore nicely. Just take Kuala Lumpur, and all those guys will be cut off of a harbor and will die. Come on.
That sounds like a plan.
You can do it. Yep, took the harbor.
And that one.
Oh, Super Heavy Battleship 1 has been researched.
Awesome.
Super Heavy Battleship 3 too will get researched. Oh, and that's going to be an overrun of like 30 troops, 25, 29, 27, 28. Ah, it's already dwindling.
20-something?
20-something.
Sounds good.
Doesn't really matter. Get in there, all of you.
I do have air superiority in the Coral Sea, which I need to start the invasion, so I could start any day now.
Oh yeah, I'm an idiot. I should give you the sea zones you need, right?
Somebody's invading over here. Where are you? Oh, somebody. Is that Philippines? No, that's not Philippines. That's Philippines.
Fleet 2 is where?
Weird.
Still in the North Sea. So
yeah, I'm fine. I don't need anything. I
don't
can
care.
completely handle that.
I'm gonna give it to you anyways.
That's done. That's done. Yeah, my troops are have annihilated any opposition. Which is awesome. So now I'm gonna tell these guys, garrison all of this.
We still have a harbor left there.
Should take care of everything.
Oh yeah, if you guys watched... No, actually this episode hasn't been out yet. If you are watching my Swiss playthrough, you see what Scryptar just did here in a very short amount of time with Papua. I wasted quite a lot of divisions on this island.
You did.
Oh yeah, or I will.
Oh, look at that. If you give a garrison order, you now get to choose what these garrisons should do. Guard victory points, guard naval bases, guard coastline, guard ports, guard air bases, and attempt to lower resistance. And these are basically click on and off, so as long as you keep them all on, they will do all of the things. It tells me if I want to do this effectively, I need 160 divisions for that, so I'm not going to do that. Don't care about naval bases or victory points, I want the coastline.
And where do... Oh yeah, here! Look at that. Victory points, naval bases...
And it's still 160 divisions because we have so many provinces, so it actually counts that. That's nice. Alright. There's another arrow down there, which is the spearhead, which is what you usually do manually. You try to do encirclements, and this is what you use that for. It gives you a very, very narrow line of attack, and all your units, all your divisions try to push along this very narrow canal and meet up on the other side, pretty much. So that's
something I have to try out.
That will be something we're definitely going to do next time we actually have some real combat and not just this annihilation gameplay.
Oh yeah, I love the garrison thingy here. It's really cool.
I actually love that in the theater you see that arrow saying combat is going well or combat is going bad. If it's going bad, you click on it, actually zooms in on that particular unit. That's a nice thing.
I don't have a combat, so I can't see.
That's bad. Well, get yourself a combat.
I would love to.
Well, you should be able to. I mean, except for Russia, there's only Australia left. So if you want to, you could garrison some of those areas. I'm currently building up infrastructure there.
Well, I also could give my red army, but then Russia probably capitulates again.
This needs to be done as well.
But the spearhead order, to give it like this, as a spearhead.
Thank God I have 280 civilian factories. I can do all the things.
I love that. And you see it's like a double arrow. That's cool.
Let's go with radar, even though I don't use it.
Radar, even you don't use it? When will you land in Australia? I want to send some troops to Australia.
Whenever I feel like it. No, really, it's ready. I just need to give the order. I just want to get this. My troops are ready to
ship over. They are stationed in harbors, ready to go at a moment's notice.
Auxiliary carrier role. Nice. Let's go down there. I just want to get this area, the staging area, secured pretty much. And once that's done, we're gonna have fun.
We're gonna have fun.
Actually, you come down here. Actually, all of you come down here.
If I take away the coastal guard, this, and this, to just suppress the area, I would just need 2 divisions. Victory points added, so I need 5. I have 6. That's good. That's cool. I really love those additions of the patch.
Long awaited. Still, no shift drag. Or any other option to select certain things. I mean, they do have, like when you go on army overview, shows you all your army. They do have these buttons on top that tell you there's such and such amount of tanks and mountaineers and whatever. You still can't even click on those.
Nope.
That would be one of the main things.
You can click on it, but nothing happens. Sorry.
Starting to lose ships there. That's okay.
I lose ships?
Well, somebody's starting to lose ships there. I just...
Not on my battle.
Yeah. Don't care. Who does?
Apparently it's not my battle.
Okay. You want to start this?
Yeah.
What's the war in Russia doing? Russia is 87% still. That's good.
I probably need to tell my mountaineers to stop again. They're just moving through the stuff.
Alright, Australia, here we go.
Actually, you could, like, take...
Oh, somebody just tried to land where I was staging my invasion from. Interesting. That's not gonna end well. Okay, mission is underway. Stop! There you go.
Okay.
What's that? Toggle music controller. Was that button there before?
No, it was not.
Pause, next, open music player. Oh, wow! Luftwaffe March.
You can choose your music. Nice. I guess a couple of those. No, I think I actually turned that off in the other part. But there are copyrighted musics in the game, so...
There is a volume slider in there, which makes it very easy now. So the music player actually has a volume slider for that. Cool. Yeah, so much for that. This invasion is going. Guys. So let's take... let's take our fighters. Wrong button, that's button. And move them over to this air zone, because now we do need air superiority, so we can nuke the harbor the moment they land. Interestingly enough, as soon as the invasion is underway, it doesn't care anymore if you have superiority. It just, you know, it continues. They don't turn around.
Yep. Nope. They don't.
So in a very short amount of time, like now, we should be able to nuke the crap out of Australia. There you go. Here's a nuke for you. Here's another nuke for you. There's a nuke for you. Is that your capital? Oh, that needs a nuke, I guess. Here's another nuke. Here's a nuke. This is out of range. Doesn't matter. This is more victory points I can nuke. It's fine.
Some American troops just popped up there in the canal.
Well,
20 divisions.
Let them pop up if they want to.
Come on, land. Land your troops there. Come on.
Should be. Yeah, they're landing. It's fine.
Don't put me up to suspense. They're putting in one division after another, which gets destroyed, and we'll get another one, and probably another one.
Can't have that.
Boom.
Not anymore. Come on, everybody, just land.
Please, I'm already ready. I have their army selected. The button for the front line is clicked. Just waiting to click on it.
Believe me.
Come on. Yeah, Battleship 4 has been researched. Great.
It's taking quite some time.
Outdated equipment. Battleship 3 is outdated equipment. Are you getting repelled there?
No, there's not even a battle happening.
But your ships just disappeared.
That's true, they died, all of them.
Ah, crap.
So much for, you know, not having an air force in that area. Where is all the stuff? You, go there.
Let me get those ships.
Defend all my guys. Just to land, that's all I need to do. Come on, everybody go. I guess I have been engaged in battle at the scene. I didn't notice.
Probably.
That's what happened there. Non-aggression pact from what? Swedish Union. Yeah, sure. French Empire fleet. Oh yeah, I can see that. That's happening. Where's my air force?
So, how was my arrowhead push going up here?
Where's the air force when you need anybody?
I don't know where your air force is. I still don't have any air force.
Okay.
I don't think I have researched anything.
Who needs an air force?
Not yet. Not yet researched anything air force wise. Battleship's been researched. Could go for carriers. Don't want to go for carriers though. Artillery and stuff. Don't really need it. I have my tank divisions. I could upgrade the military police.
I did have some Marines a while ago.
That's good.
Did.
I'm just trying to do a naval invasion with one tank division. That's going to be working out very nicely.
Sure.
Probably not.
I need another 119 days to prepare for that now. I do have more than enough troops. I could just make some more marines.
Really? Undefended this harbor? Idiots.
24 divisions right there. Location.
Spearhead push to here. And just execute super aggressively. Go for it. Well, probably Spearhead wasn't the right choice here, huh?
That's how you
So
lose
they
a
won't
whole
take the
army of
rest of
marines.
the island.
Oh, well, I guess we have to postpone this.
But why?
Because it's the end of the episode, you idiot. Aren't we nice to each other? Well, definitely nicer to each other than we are to Australia. That's fine. So I can
That's true.
work on my harbors a little more, which are actually mostly done. Cool.
Just to pause there.
Mm-hmm.
Non-aggression? Yeah, sure. You can have a pact of non-aggression. Yeah.
I signed that a while ago. Alright.
I just thought, yeah. Yep.
That was an interesting try. We're gonna try again next time. Don't you think?
Yeah, I think. And you were right about the spearhead maneuver here. It really just colors the provinces it takes green.
Yes.
It's just like a narrow straight through there, which is cool.
It's supposed to be an encirclement maneuver. That's exactly what it's for.
That's cool. I just used it to go as fast as possible across those island chain here.
That's cool, yeah. I like that. Well, we're going to play around with that. Maybe even once we land in Australia, I just want to go down the coast and get Canberra. Alright. That's it for today, folks. If you liked the video, like the video. If you have any comments, put it in the comment section below. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Check out Tank's channel. You should. You really should. Other than that, see you soon.
Bye, guys.